Please rise for the colors and the playing of the national anthem.
Good job, Adam.
Thank you.
Go. Hold. Left. Face.
Please join me for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Lakin Moore, and it is my honor to welcome you to the Mountain Home High School Class of 2025 graduation ceremony. Before we begin, I would like to observe a moment of silence for those who are not here with us this evening. Nurse Sue Weprecht, paraprofessional Jeremy Bratton, and our own classmate, Alma Rowden. They will forever hold a special place in our hearts. Tonight marks a special milestone, one we've worked so hard to reach. No matter where we started, what challenges we faced, or what path brought us here, we arrived together. Along the way, we shared victories and setbacks, laughter and lessons, and we've grown not just as students, but as people, and we've done it side by side. As we gather to celebrate this closing chapter of our high school journey, I would like to thank the families, friends, and faculty who stood by us with constant support and encouragement. We would not have done this without you. And to my fellow graduates, take this moment in, celebrate your strength, your growth, and your story. Be proud of who you are, where you came from, because those roots will carry you forward as we step into the next chapter of our lives. And on behalf of the class of 2025, welcome and thank you for being here.
Good evening. My name is Noah Dickerson, and I would like to recognize the administration at Mountain Home High School. Thank you for encouraging and supporting us over the past 3 years. We appreciate everything that you do for all the students at the high school. I'd like to recognize Principal Miss Mary Beth Russell, Assistant Principal Mr. Philip Goodwin, Assistant Principal Mr. Steve Morris. Thank you again for always being here with us.
Hello, I'm Emma Girdley, and I would like to recognize our school board members. They work countless hours to ensure that we have the best school district possible. Please stand when your name is called. President, Mrs. Lisa House. Vice President, Mr. Jason Schmesky. Secretary, Mr. Scott Booth. Member, Mrs. Barbara Horton. Member, Mrs. Molly Morgan. Member, Mr. Neil Pendergrass. Member, Mr. Dan Smackle. Thank you for all you do for our district.
(2025) honor graduate candidates, summa cum laude. Hannah Michelle Baker. Olivia Catherine Clements. Allie Elizabeth Shinskowski. Noah Miles Dickerson. Addison Claire Ferris. Elisa Audrey Ann Faust. Emma Girdley. Ian Joshua Heron. Lillianne Isabella Higley. Jocelyn Christina Hill. Adam Ross Jones. Lillian Grace Kerr. Addison Grace Martz. Noah Trent McKay. Lakin Avery Moore. Caleb James Perdue. Devin Kaylee Prinz. Malachi Josiah Rivera. Sarah Claire Williams. Landon David Witt. Magnum cum laude, Pierce Wayne Blackman. Kelsey Paige Blackwell. Caitlin Grace Blunt. Nevaeh Lilith Ann Bragg. Meadow Amber Lynn Branscombe. Finley Jones Chafin. Witten Grace Coleman. Riley Brooke Chrysilius. Zane Darren Durack. Joshua Hayes Dickinson. Jordan Ellison. Alexander Robertdale Harris. Mason Parker Hill. Camille Ann Jones. Eli Grant Jones. Connor Guy King. Ryan Harris Cotty. Eli Parker Lane. Reese William Lara. Michaela Marie Mages. Anna Grace McCarn. Noah Mary. Addison Pulsifer. Martin John Shepard. Aiden Patrick Schrabel. James William Thomas Stone. Brooklyn Dean Sturgis. Lillian Pearl Terpstra. Patricia Suze Toredo Rodriguez. Cum laude. Kiera Lynn Alcar. Hadley Grace Baker. Chase Presley Burwald. Ethan Connor Diggs. Carly Ray Drury. Lucas Keith Duggins. Dawson Allen Dunlap. Easton William Ford. Haley Nicole Green. Shyla Grace Hamilton. Ella Kate Helvert. Ayla Michelle Horn. Cannon Jace Matlock. Aiden Chase Mullen. Talon Cade Palmer. Juliana Jane Pickers. Bailey Marie Rittenberg. Zoe Gabrielle Sanders. Lincoln Troy Scoma. Lincoln Tate Sherry. Lakin Rayanne Smiley. Erin Elizabeth Smith. Olivia Raylynn Ann Strain. John Blaine Tate. Acme Academy, Adrian Lynn Beauregard. Peyton Bradford Bodenhammer. Addison Nicole Bortz. J. Wayne Boyce. Marley Tyler Bullock. Marissa Ann Boonstra. Annalise Raven Bauer. Dino Braden Bush Blue. Connor Drew Christenhall. Mason McCrae Clark. Hunter David Coleman. Isaac Gregory Coleman. Tanner Wayne Coy. Christian Carter Cruz. Atticus Peyton Dietz. Allison Renee Dennis. Willie Andrew Dean Dennis. Andrew William Dickinson. Ricky Dean Eimers III. Sahara Ford. Dana Marie Garrison. Alan Gasparini. Malia Ryan Gakey. Austin Paul Gray. Wyatt McClintock Gray. Sadie Lynn Gutierrez. Lucas Henley Hafner Atherton. Lily Christine Ham. Nathan Cole Henderson. Christopher David James Henry. Jonathan Israel Hernandez Morales. Levi Carl Lane Holmes. Drew Jordan Jenkins. Chance Joshua Johnston. Seth Charles Juber. Brian Andrew Nichols. Justin James Kubistek. Gunnar Wesley Langton. Connor Jameson Lard. Robert Joseph Loach. Katie Elizabeth Lowe. J.C. Lynn Marler. Randy J. Scott Marney. Christian James Mason. H.D. Ryder McLean. Abby Nicole McLean. Marshall Cole McManigal. Caleb Hunter Ray Mills. Brandon Isaac Moak. Cody Michael Mohite. Jordan LaQuentin Dean Morris. James Allen Nizio. Austin Lewis Para. Zachary David Paul. Ivan Pacias Pinkston. Lucas Montgomery Poole. Kiara McKenzie Pringle. Stone Taylor Ramsey. Samuel Rasmussen. Orion Anthony Rusher. Dalen Matthew Robinson. Brandon Dalton Rump. Dakota Love Rushing. Hunter Michael Seats. Logan Riley Simmons. Georgia Lynn Smith. Nada Smith. Logan Dwayne Swanson. Jason Braxton Trevino. Stephen Michael Trevino. Zane James Tuning. Patricia Isabella Valadares. Alex Clifton Van Meter. Patrick Aaron Wilkinson. Robert Ray Williams. Tyson Avery Williams. Bryce George Wisnowski. Christian Bradford Young. William Frederick Zastro. Cab Academy. William H. Bonnet Anderson. Taryn Michael Armacido. Jaden Morgan Barnes. Evan Charles Beck. Legend Tate Blunt. Harley Raymond Botts. Gracie Isabel Sakura. Avery Elizabeth Hope Carlisle. Madison Grace Carpenter. Carson Jack Chance. Jacob Eliza Chenoweth. Kinley Shay Claiborne. Miles Monroe Corbin. Jesse Thomas Crawford. Parker Reese Daniel. Abigail Lynn Dettelbach. Riley Joe Damaris. Caleb Lynn Dew. Jackson Wesley Dew. Kaylee Grace Ellison. September Mariah Inquist. Ryan Nicholas Geringer. Taylor Joy Harvey. Coda Lane Seamus Hennigan. Cody Matthew Hill. Landon William Jones. Samuel John Maddock. Austin Charles Martin. Amanda Masat Garcia. Andrew William McGee. Asa Rain McMasters. Kingston Robert Lafoy McMeechan Savea. Julian Miguel Montez. Landon Calvin Mooney. Kennedy Elise Muchmore. Lara Kale Nicholson. Elizabeth Marie Noyola. Carwin Drew Perkins. Noah Reese Pettit. Ronan J. Pearson. Ryan Emily Pfeiffer. Mason Lee Rather. Samuel Tellis Reed. Ethan Don Rosa. Caitlin Scarlett Still. Robert Joseph Toole. Caitlin Scarlett Vandersteck. Joseph Daniel Vicek V. Emerson Olivia Walls. Ailey Mason Welch. Whitney Marie White. Elijah Drew Williams. Sajin Hope Wood. HHS Academy. Madison Page Emerson. Abigail Marie Bailey. Kingston Jaden Darrell Barnett. Bailey Nevaeh Bears. L. Evangeline Bentley. Isaac David Bidding. Lucas Edward Boxstaller. Caden John Byram. Riley James Collender. Ethan McKendry Clark. Jordan Page Cruz. Anna Sunshine Joy Boyd. Michaela Danielle Cunningham. Victoria Lynn Daniels. Ethan Joseph Dirac. Zachary Eric Wayne Darty. Savannah Jane Davidson. Josiah Nicole Davella. Maya Rose DeLuna. Trinity Faith Denton. Joseph Alexander Dominguez. Isabella Reese Dotson. Haley Leanne Dunn. Addison Riley Dwyer. Ian Cass Ellison. Alexa Violet Estes. Alexis Michelle Evans. Summer Rose Fagry. Kiara Riley Flanagan. Hayden Annabelle Foster. Aya Mackenzie Foster. Eva Rihanna Garris. Gavin Lee Godwin. Noah Isaac Greninger. Layla Kendall Harden. Kaylee Grace Harper. Donovan Cade Harrell. Ivy Rain Hartman. Josiah Case Hartman. Olivia Page Hayes. Exa Ayana Cheyenne Hopper. Raquel Elise Hauk. Andrea Lee Johnson. Madison Jean Jordan. Braden Riley Lewis. Adrian Page Liddy. Emily Sue Long. Trevor Nathaniel Long. Alexia Nicole Reese Loudermilk. Hannah Lee Lucas. Gabriel Michael Matthews. Robert David Matson. Jalen McGalliard. Kendra Joe McLean. Bailey Grace Pearl Monstred. Bailey Joanne Morrison. Allison Bacco Pimental. Samantha Joe Lexine Penny. Carly Ray Pittman. Tyler John Podwaski. Lina Popliolik. Hong Q. Noah Preston Rechtenwald. Katie Shea Reed. Connor Brandon Rep. Cadence Marie Riggs. Carmen Jean Russell. Lachey Marie Shorter. Jonathan Aiden Setzer. William Brenton Setzer. Liliana Camille Shannon. Stratton William Smith. Maya Christine Steyer. Bianca Reese Talbot. Zoe Louise Thompson. Maddox Aaliyah Truman. Ella Page Walker. Michaela Marie Wire. Naomi Eden Wiggins. Weston Blake Wright.
Maya Angelou once said, "People will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel." Graduation is a moment to celebrate the future, but before we take that next step, we want to take a moment to look back. Through all the early mornings, late nights, victories, and challenges, there was one constant: the people who stood beside us. Tonight, we honor you, our faculty and staff. You've been the steady hands and kind voices guiding it through all. Whether you worked in a classroom, a hallway, an office, or behind the scenes, you showed up day after day, helping build not just the school, but a home. And together, you created a space where we could learn, grow, and become the people we are today.
You've seen us at our best and our worst. You've corrected us, encouraged us, challenged us, and believed in us, even when we didn't believe in ourselves. Through every step, you never gave up on us. And tonight, we want to take a moment to thank you, each of you. To our SROs, thank you for keeping us safe and making our campus feel like a place where we could focus, connect, and feel at home. To our principals, thank you for leading with strength and vision, for holding us to high standards, and for giving us every opportunity to succeed. To our custodians, thank you for making sure we had clean, welcoming spaces to learn in every day. Your work never went unnoticed. To our cafeteria staff, thank you for keeping us fed and cared for the warm meals and the even warmer smiles. And finally, to our educators, thank you for your patience, your passion, and your persistence. You've given us far more than lessons. You've given us your time, your energy, and your belief in our futures.
The truth is, we may forget some of the facts and formulas, but we'll never forget how you made us feel, seen, supported, and capable of more than we imagined. So tonight, as we cross this stage and to step into what comes next, know that you are part of every achievement we carry with us. This moment isn't just ours, it's yours too. We are so grateful to have it shared with you. Thank you.
Hello everyone, I'm Lillianne Higley, and I would like to take a moment to thank our biggest support systems, our families. Throughout these past 4 years, parental support has been integral to our academic community success. Since day one, we've had our parents to assist us with the stresses of schooling. From spelling bees, finals week, and now graduation, their unbridled support has been integral for our continued success and flourishment. There's no easy way to describe the considerable amount of help and support that our parents provide. The sheer amount of hours put into raising us, coming to our tournaments, attending parent-teacher conferences, such a job is commendable but often not recognized. Without such dedication to us, there would be no feasible way we could have been inspired to push ourselves to achieve our dreams. Personally, there would be no possible way I could have earned my diploma without the love and guidance from my parents, and I would like to personally thank them and my Uncle John. As we enter a new era of our lives and look into the great unknown, your impact will not be forgotten. Your continued generosity, love, and encouragement will be greatly needed as we transition into adulthood and become the people we are meant to be. On behalf of the class of 2025, thank you so much for your continued support, and we are incredibly grateful for you.
Good evening, everyone. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Devin Prinz, and I have the honor of standing before you tonight as the Valedictorian of the class of 2025. This evening is more than just a ceremony. It's a chance to reflect on how far we've come and to honor the people who helped us get here, because let's be honest, none of us made it to this point on our own. Whether it was someone cheering us on, dragging us out of bed early for classes, or just being there when we needed a laugh, it took a whole team. To my family, thank you. Your love, sacrifices, and support have carried me through more than you probably know. I truly would not be standing here without you. To my mom, thank you for being my biggest supporter, my loudest cheerleader, and the one who always reminded me that giving up was not an option. You have always pushed me to do my best, even in the most difficult situations. To my Nana, thank you for always knowing what to say, even when I didn't know what I needed to hear. Your calm strength and open heart have been my anchor. And to my brothers, Dylan and Ryman, you may have not signed up for the job of being my lifelong best friends, but you've handled it like pros. Thank you for always having my back, even when I was being annoying or overly dramatic. Your love and humor helped shape the person I am today. To my best friend, Michaela, what can I say? You've been there through the thick and thin, through the chaos, the tears, and all the ridiculous memories in between. You've kept me grounded, reminded me to laugh, and always believed in me, even when I didn't believe in myself. Thank you for being my person. Of course, we wouldn't be here without our teachers, staff, coaches, and school board, the people who dedicated their time, energy, and probably a few gray hairs to helping us succeed. You challenged us, supported us, and gave us a space to discover who we are. There are a few teachers I want to thank personally because of their impact. It will stay with me for life. Miss Hoffman, back in second grade, you saw the potential in me even when I was hiding it under attitude and a lot of sass. Thank you for believing in me before I believed in myself. Mr. Engel, thank you for not giving up on me even when AP Chemistry had me on the verge of an emotional breakdown over thermodynamics. Miss Beckham, thank you for letting Hannah and I go on endless tangents and somehow keeping your sanity. Mr. Rucker, thank you for answering my endless questions even if half of them visibly tested your patience. You still answered them anyway, and I appreciate that more than you know. Miss Drury, thank you for all the shared conversations and for opening your classroom as a place where I always felt welcomed. Your presence made a lasting impact on my high school career, and I am truly grateful. Mr. Baker, thank you for providing a second family and a place where I truly felt I belonged. Coach Allman, thank you for always believing in me and pushing me to be the best athlete I could be. Miss Rawls, thank you for sparking my dream of going into medicine. Your passion lit a fire in me, which I plan to carry far beyond graduation. To all the teachers who offered hallway encouragements, inside jokes, and kind smiles when we needed them most, thank you. You've helped shape not just our minds, but our lives. To my classmates, we did it. We've grown up together, tackled impossible assignments, navigated group projects, and shared moments that will carry with us forever. Whether you're heading to college, the military, the workforce, or a path uniquely your own, remember this. Today is not the end, but the start of something entirely new. We may not know what's coming next, besides student loans and figuring out how to do taxes, but as we step into the unknown, I'll leave you with a reminder from Jeremiah 29:11. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you a future and a hope. I believe in that hope, and I believe in all of you. Before I close, it is my absolute honor to introduce our salutatorian, a brilliant mind, a kind heart, and one of my dearest friends, Hannah Baker. She is more than deserving this title, and I cannot ask for a better time to share this moment with. Congratulations, class of 2025. We made it.
Good evening to all of the parents, family members, friends, teachers, coaches, and most importantly, the distinguished class of 2025. My name is Hannah Baker, and I'm truly honored to stand before you tonight as your class president and salutatorian to help commemorate this incredible milestone within our lives. For as long as I can remember, I've dreamed about this moment, just like many of you have, whether you've been counting down the days, eager to escape education, or if you're like me, feeling a little bittersweet, saying goodbye to a place that's been like a second home. We're all standing on the edge of something new. For me, this moment has always felt significant. In fact, when I was in the 6th grade, I actually wrote a graduation speech, convinced that one day I'd be standing here, sharing a few final words before we all step into the next chapter of our lives. So for those of you eager to leave, I promise I'll make this quick. But tonight, I just wanted to leave you all with 3 things. Firstly, encouragement and hope as we step into a daunting future. Secondly, words of wisdom and empowerment rooted in Scripture. And finally, a deep and sincere expression of gratitude to those who have walked alongside me on this journey and who have helped mold me into the person I am today. For those of you sitting in the audience, I want you all to take a brief moment to glance at the graduates below you. Beneath the stadium lights sit 272 students tonight, dressed in the same royal blue caps and gowns. But inside those caps and gowns sit future lawyers, doctors, teachers, agriculturalists, military personnel, linemen, and so much more. For those graduates sitting in front of me, I want you all to take a moment to look around as well. Some of the people sitting around you may be people you've never seen before, people you've never spoken to, or perhaps your very best friend that this school has given you. I want to encourage you all, as well as myself, to cherish these moments, because the truth is you may not see these people in the same way in the near future. The memories we've made, connections we've shared, are priceless and will stay with us long after we walk across this stage tonight. As we look ahead, I implore you to pursue the dreams and careers that lie before you, whether that's in law, medicine, teaching, agriculture, the military, or any other field that calls to you. The world needs your talents no matter where you go. As we step into this next chapter of our lives, the path ahead may feel uncertain. Some of us may have a clear and extensive collegiate and career plan, while some of you may still be figuring it out, and that's perfectly okay. Regardless, no matter where life takes us, one thing is certain, and that's the fact that we can't walk this road alone. Proverbs 3:5-6 says, "To trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not on your own understandings. In all your ways submit to Him, and He will make your path straight." As we leave here today, let's hold on to this truth that the future may be unknown, but when we put our faith and trust in Jesus, we can walk forward with confidence, knowing that it is Jesus who is ultimately guiding our steps into success. Next, I wanted to say a special thank you to the individuals who have contributed astronomically to not only my success within my high school career, but who have helped progress my future career aspirations and skills I have developed to guide me along the way. I've been so fortunate to have been shaped by incredible educators throughout my journey. From my second grade teacher, Ms. Hoffman, whose warmth and kindness gave students like me a sense of purpose and confidence, to Ms. Perkins, who first sparked my interest and love for the world of science. Mr. Engel, who fueled that fire, teaching me skills well past the extent of AP chemistry, who gave me the confidence and ability to navigate challenging subjects through effective study methods. To Ms. Partney, who opened my eyes to advanced academics and who allowed me to reach my full potential through creative methods of learning. Coach King, who believed in me well past my abilities on our varsity tennis team. And Ms. Beckham and Ms. Reed, who opened not only their classrooms to me all hours of the day, but who guided me through challenging periods throughout this past year. Mr. Neal and Ms. Davidson for being the most valuable Christian mentors and teachers I could ever ask for. And Coach Folger for being the best high school advisor. I don't know how you put up with me and Hadley for 3 years. And to the many teachers, administrators, janitorial personnel, cafeteria workers, and more, thank you so much for contributing to the success of me and the 271 other students standing here today. Finally, to my mom, the most intelligent and compassionate person I know, who's been there for me through everything, from treacherous test scores to monumental achievements. Thank you for always believing in me and also letting me talk your head off for hours after school. To my dad, the hardest working person I've ever known, who has taught me invaluable life skills, pushing me to succeed in everything I've ever committed to. From FFA events to every academic and athletic endeavor, thank you for teaching me the essence of hard work and perseverance and reaping the rewards of success through hard work. To my built-in best friends, Hadley and Harrison, your support has meant more than I can put into words. And to the rest of my family sitting in the stands, thank you for encouraging and supporting me. I love you all so much. Congratulations to our valedictorian, Devin Prince, who is the most deserving person of this accolade. Your dedication to your academics is palpable, and your passion for your future career is contagious. Thank you for finishing this race alongside me, even though I was a couple of steps behind. To the class of 2025, congratulations for the exponential hard work you put into reaching this moment. I can't wait to follow along from afar as you all accomplish your dreams. And if you get a creepy text in a few years from me about coming to a class reunion, don't worry, it's just me. Thank you, Mountain Home Public Schools, for the best 13 years I could have ever asked for.
Hello everyone, my name is Jocelyn Hill, and tonight you've gotten to hear from a lot of people who have gone to Mountain Home their whole lives. I'm in a bit of a different situation because I just moved here 2 years ago. To be honest, when I got here, I was terrified and thought that the school was a little insane. There was a barn full of farm animals right by the back parking lot. Coach Leonard told me I was playing like a rat on acid. Everyone despised this random school called the Gobs with a passion and had a whole week dedicated to hating them. My first time visiting here, there was a paragraph in the local newspaper about a speeding ticket I got 615 miles from here. And there was this crazy science teacher who kept blowing things up and lighting kids on fire. The best part is that Mr. Engel lit my hand full of flaming bubbles on fire right as the fire inspectors walked past our classroom. The good news is that he still has his teaching license and he's still at Mountain Home, so. The first 3 weeks of school were really hard. Obviously, moving 600 miles to a town that's really small in a school where I know no one was a culture shock. I begged every night to be homeschooled for the first little while, and thankfully my parents reminded me every night that they had no interest in being my teacher. So, thank you to all the teachers who did have interest in being my teacher. Little did I know, in just 2 years, this place and these people would become more of a home than I've ever had in my life. Now I love the farm animals. Sorry to the Baker family for almost hitting your cows with my minivan last week. I love Bomber Athletics and every coach I've met. I love the small town radio and news that is always entertaining, especially if Brad Coleman is making questionable analogies that seriously embarrass his daughter. And I love the creativity and engaging learning that takes place here, even if it means causing explosions that raise safety concerns with the police, lighting students on fire, or vacuum sealing them into trash bags. Maybe most importantly, to some of you, I've learned what rivalry really looks like, and I too have grown to despise the Gobs and feel like I have my entire life.
Good girl.
I become part of a soccer program where my teammates and coaches became less like a team and more like a family. I've met some of the girls I hope will be my bridesmaids at my wedding. I've gotten the opportunity to take some of the most rewarding classes, from Ed Tech to AP Lit, and most importantly, I found a place I call home and a place where I belong. I wouldn't trade the last 2 years of my life for the world. It was far from easy, we survived a lot, but it was the best risk I've ever taken. Everyone here is about to start over, and take it from me, it's hard. But all I can say is that if you trust the process, it becomes worth it. You're going to miss this, and you're going to miss these people as much as you might think you don't. But never stop believing in yourself, even if it means that your first impressions lead to embarrassing stories at sleepovers 2 years later. Believe in who you've grown to be in the first 18 years of your life, and if you have a desire to keep learning in the next few, everything will be okay. Love the people around you and serve them to the best of your ability. Everything works out in the end. To wrap this up, I want to thank just a few people, and I can't even begin to name everyone, but thank you to everyone here who has poured into me. Thank you to Coach King and Coach Blaisdell for believing in me even when I didn't believe in myself, and being the first coaches I ever fought to prove right instead of trying to prove wrong. Thank you to my teachers, to name a few, Miss Drury, Miss Shasheen, Miss Beckham, and Miss Russell, specifically for giving me a chance and helping me find a place here. I know y'all fought for me in the beginning in ways I didn't even see. Thank you to my friends and teammates for all the laughs, tears, late night talks, memories, inside jokes, food runs, and support. You guys mean the world to me and are the ones who made my time here so fun. You changed my life for the better, and I can't wait for our next chapter together. Thank you to my church, who helped me grow more than I ever imagined I could and who helped my family through some of the hardest days of our lives. A huge thank you to my parents and brother, who loved me unconditionally and were there for me when no one else was. And finally, I want to thank the Lord. My faith in Him is what got me through the darkest days of my life. He's what I lived for. His grace and ability to take our biggest weaknesses and turn them for His good and His glory saves our lives. God is good even when life hurts like crazy. He is enough even when you have nothing else. Galatians 2:20 says, "It is no longer I who lives, but Christ who lives in me. In the life I now live on this earth, I live by faith in the Son of God who loved me and gave Himself for me." God is worth living for, because when everyone else and everything else is taken away, He stays, and He loves you, and He fights for you even when you feel alone. Thank you, Mountain Home High School, for the last 2 years. They've been the best years of my life.
Okay, hello guys. Sorry it took me a moment to get up here. Okay, hello everybody. My name is Landon Witt. Before I start, I would like to dedicate this speech to my late grandma, Linda Louise Willett, who passed away in early October of last year. Her beautiful childlike heart touched the lives of so many, and I'm more than happy to have had her as my grandmother, or my Grandma Balloon, as she liked to be called. Even in her final days, Linda went out of her way to show everyone she encountered the way they were appreciated, loved, and cherished for who they are. Every day, I strive to be even a fraction of the incredible human she was. And I hope this speech spreads the kind of positivity that she wished to share with the world. Tonight, I would like to talk about something that's been on my heart for a while now: kindness. The late actor and comedian Robin Williams once said, "Everyone you meet is fighting a battle you know nothing about. Be kind, always." Too often we get so wrapped up in our own struggles that we begin to develop a heart of apathy for others instead of compassion. We live in a world filled with so many unique individuals, each with their own stories, their own challenges, and their own journeys. Sometimes we forget that everyone around us is growing and changing, just like we are, and in ways that we may never comprehend. That's why it's essential for us to slow down, listen, and most importantly, try to understand. Whether it's a family member, a friend, a teacher, another student, or someone different than us that we may never have spoken to, every person deserves to be heard, understood, and treated with dignity and kindness. Whenever we smile at a stranger, ask someone how they're doing, offer a compliment, or surprise a loved one with a kind gesture, we're setting an example. We're showing them that it's worthwhile to be selfless with our time, and we're reminding them that someone cares. Today especially, we must look past our differences and rise above our assumptions. We must be a light in the lives of those around us, and it is essential we care for others the way we hope to be cared for, so that one day, maybe, we can live in a world built on understanding, respect, and love. As I leave the podium tonight, I hope you carry this one message with you. We must be kind to one another, always. Thank you all.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Olivia Clements, and today I have the honor of helping to say goodbye to the class of 2025. I can't believe the day is finally here. The caps, gowns, photos, and yes, a few tears. But as we stand at this turning point, it might be tempting to consider this a goodbye, but I believe it is so much more than that. There's this quote I came across by Mahatma Gandhi in a letter to a friend. There are no goodbyes for us. Wherever you are, you will always be in my heart. It may sound a bit sappy, but it's incredibly true. What we've experienced together is so much more than just tests and deadlines. It's the laughter in the hallways, the late night study sessions, the inside jokes, and the unbreakable bonds built over the years. These connections are ones even time or distance will never diminish. We are heading in different directions now, but no matter where life leads us, a piece of this place and each other will always be in our hearts. I'll never forget the friends who became family, the teachers who believed in us even when we struggled to believe in ourselves, and the moments, both big and small, that help shape who we are today. We've grown together, stumbled together, and occasionally made complete fools of ourselves together. And I wouldn't trade that for anything. To our teachers, thank you for your patience, your wisdom, and your ability to keep a straight face when we clearly hadn't read the assignment. To our families, thank you for the endless rides, the pep talks, and for pretending not to panic when we casually mentioned a major assignment we've been procrastinating for weeks. And to my fellow graduates, whether we meet again in a coffee shop, a reunion, or on Instagram, know that what we shared here was real, meaningful, and completely unforgettable. This moment is more than just a ceremony. It marks a new chapter in our lives. We are leaving behind the familiar hallways, the daily routines, and stepping into the future filled with unknowns. We've learned more than just equations and essays. We've learned resilience, curiosity, compassion, and courage. These tools will not only help us survive in the world, but will empower us to make a difference. So as we say goodbye today, let us embrace this as a beginning of journeys that are ours to define and lives that are ours to shape. Congratulations, class of 2025. Wherever you go next, go with heart, go with purpose, and never forget where you started. Thank you and farewell.
I've heard folks say that if you love what you do, you'll never work a day in your life. Well, I gotta disagree. I love what I do, and I work incredibly hard. This quote is from the show Ted Lasso, and I believe it sums up exactly what I want to say to each of you tonight. In your future, I encourage you to find something you love to do and do it. Let that love not only fuel your passion for the work, but allow it to ignite your desire to continually work hard. Working hard will never go out of style. On behalf of the district, I wish every one of you the best and remind you that you will always be a bomber. Please move your tassel to the left. It is my honor to present to you the Mountain Home Public Schools graduating class of 2025.
And we have perfect weather.